And as you join in, you can start laying down in a rest pose or corpse pose, we call it. I don't like corpse, I don't like that word, but so as you arrive, just join in, just lay on your back and with legs, you might want to be on the side because I will be on the side so that way you can follow me. And with your legs comfortably apart and letting the feet flop to the side. And arms are also comfortably apart from the body with palms up. And making sure the whole body is touching the mat. Just let it sink, let the body be heavy. And close your eyes. And let's banish all thoughts, just being here in the moment. Breathing through the nose. Just being here, forgetting about everything else that's going on in the world. This is your time to relax and enjoy the practice. So just breathing and being here in the moment. Releasing all tension and discomfort from the body. Just let it sink into the mat. And peaceful. And we can start wiggling those fingers and stretching. Maybe turn the wrist around a little bit, move the wrist around. Moving the hands and wrists, circling, making circles. And wiggling those toes, flexing and pointing the toes. And then let's bring those knees up slowly. Adjusting the back nice and firm onto the mat. Leaving the shoulders away from the ears. We're just going to bring ourselves into a hug. So we're going to bring those knees into the chest. Aiming the knees towards the shoulders, pressing onto the shins with the hands. And massaging side to side, gently. Massaging the back. And then we're going to slowly place the feet down. Adjust the back once more. And we're going to go into a bridge flow. So we're going to slowly bring those arms first on either side with palms down, kind of tucked into the side. You can even lift them, and put them under a little bit. Bring those shoulder blades a little closer together. And on the inhale, we're just going to raise the bridge, bringing the hips up, low back, mid back, until we extend all the way up, squeezing the glutes and the quads. And we're going to take a few breaths here. And you can even interlace those as an option. You can interlace those fingertips, those fingers underneath the hips. And just make those arms closer, like squeeze them a little closer together. And make the arms long underneath the bridge. So that kind of lifts you up a little more. If that's an option, if you want to do that. Breathing. And then slowly, I'm going to bring it down all the way. Now we're going to do a bridge flow. So we are going to come up in bridge slowly, pushing into the arms, into the mat. Bring the hips up all the way. And inhaling as we go up. Exhaling as we come down and bringing the arms up first and back overhead as we bring the bridge all the way down. Stretching back and inhaling, bringing the hips up as the arms come up and then place the arms down as you lift the hips all the way. Inhaling, when you come up and bridge, exhaling as you bring it down and the arms go back. Again, inhaling, bring it up, placing the arms down, lift it up, exhaling, gently, hips down and arms back all the way. Stretch those arms back. And inhaling up, arms down, exhaling all the way down. Arms back. 2 more times. Bring it up, squeeze it up, exhale it down, arms back. And last one, let's bring it up and leave it up. Take a deep breath, exhale, chin it to chest. One more deep breath, squeeze, strong legs. And slowly exhale, bring it all the way down. And today we're gonna warm up that core right from the beginning. So we're gonna bring the knees up 90 degrees, feet are 90 degrees to the knees to the hips. And we're gonna bring our hands on either side of our head and we're just gonna do some gentle yoga abs, warming up our core, inhaling back and exhaling into your crunch, come up, exhale. Inhale, down, exhale, crunch. Keep it going at your own pace. Just warming up that core. So we're going to warm up each part of our body. Let's do 3 more. Inhaling up, exhaling, and inhaling back, exhaling up into that crunch. And down. Give yourself a hug again. Aiming those knees towards the shoulder. Now what we're going to do, we are going to interlace our fingers on the right shin and extend the left leg down long and land on the heel as we squeeze that right knee towards the right shoulder. And switch. Always aim that knee towards the shoulder. Really squeeze it into the shoulder, stretching the quads. And let's switch. Keeping the feet flexed as we bring it down so we land on that heel. Let's go a little faster. Keep switching. Keep your breath going. Let's go at your own pace without rushing anything, making sure we get that squeeze in. Into the shoulder. And let's place both legs down. And then bend your knees again. And turn to your side. And so gently push yourself up. And bring your leg under. Knees under your hips into table pose, and then child pose, stretching arms forward, hips back. Again, you can modify here by doing a puppy pose, leading those hips up and bringing the head down into the hands with your elbows to the side. Or if it's not hurting your knees, or just bring the big toes together, open the knees, and sit back. On the heels, leaving those arms outstretched to the front. This is a rest pose, and this is a pose you can go to anytime. If anything becomes too hard, or you don't want to you cannot keep up at one point or another, you need a rest, don't be shy, just go into child pose. And then slowly we're going to come up onto our knees again, and hands on table pose. So knees are on the hips and wrists are on the shoulders. If this hurts your wrist, you can just go onto the fist. Make it a little easier. Let's do cat-cow. Inhaling, this is great for your spine, so we're warming up our spine here. Inhaling in neutral pose, nice straight spine, and then we're going to exhale in cat. So we're going to bring the tummy in around the back, push the shoulders down and the chin into chest. Inhaling in cow, bringing the hips back, crown of the head up.
Christiane, I'm sorry to disturb you. Could you turn the music down just a little bit? I think it's a little loud.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Is that better? Is that okay? All right.
Is that good, everyone? Okay, good.
So let's do again cat-cow, inhaling in neutral pose, exhaling, and cat, exhale. Push into the hands, into the mat. Inhale, cow. Really flex that spine, don't be shy. This is the best thing you can do for your back. Just go from the inhale in cow to the exhale in cat at your own pace, releasing tension. And if you notice tension in one particular spot, just kind of concentrate on that and breathe into it and let it go. And coming back to neutral, we're going to do a spinal balance. So first we're going to bring that left leg back, extending it back, toes down, and we're going to roll back and forth on those toes, loosening up here the ankle, and ball the foot, the toes, just roll back and forth in those toes. And then we're going to lift it up, flexing the foot. And once we get that balance, we're going to extend the opposite arm, right arm, with wide stretched fingers, reaching towards the front of the room as the heel reaches back. Head is down, everything is aligned. And then bring it back down. Exhale, inhaling. Let's bring the right leg back and roll onto the ball of the foot again. Toes back and forth. And raise it up, leveling it with the rest of the body, the spine. And once you got your balance, extend. Left arm, reaching with the fingertips forward and heel back. A couple breaths. And we're going to keep switching now. So bringing it down and then switching side, opposite arm, opposite hand to the leg. And inhale as you stretch, exhale, bring it down. And let you go at your own pace, following the breath. Each movement, each breath, each movement. Keeping the head down. align with the body. Everything is in the breath in yoga. Each movement. Let's see if some of you are up for a challenge. I'm just going to do a easy dancer pose. So we're going to bring that left leg back again, and then we're going to raise it. We're going to bend the knee, and reaching with the left arm, left leg, left arm, we're going to try to grab that ankle. I have a little bit of a cramp here. And bring that foot into the hip. So a bit of a balancing as well. And let go. And again, the other side. You can lift the knee up, that helps a little bit. And let go. All right, let's sit again in child pose and stretch. And we're going to come into our table pose. And we're going to tuck the toes under and lift the knees and bring yourselves into a downward dog, gentle downward dog. So downward dog is pretty simple. It's a basic pose, stretch pose. So we bring those heels down as much as we can. The feet are pretty close together, of course, without, they're kind of under the hips and align with the hips. And we push those hips back up as we stretch into the arms, into the hands. Just push those hips up and bring the head down, keeping the head between the arms, but the shoulders are away from the ears. We're going to look between the hands and just walk those feet to the hands. And let's stay down here. So the knees are deeply bent and we're resting our lower belly onto the upper thighs. Arms are down and heavy. Head is hanging down. And we're just going to say no with the head. And yes. Take a breath. And then gently, let's bring those arms wide to the side as we rise up from the waist, all the way, wide arms, inhaling, looking up, and exhaling, heart center. All right. Before we go to a couple of warrior pose, I would like to introduce, and I'm sure a few of you might already know, tree pose. So basically, I want you guys to see my head.
Hey, Christiane, could you turn the music down a little bit more? I'm so sorry, but I think that jazz is like cutting through your voice somehow, so.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right. So we are going to bring your right foot to the side, if you're facing me, right foot, opening the knee to the side, and then we're gonna bring in that foot, so you can leave the toes onto the floor if you wish, or you can bring it to the calf, or you can bring it all the way into the thigh. Once you got your balance, we join the hands together. Now, if this is precarious for you guys, you can use a countertop, or you can even face a wall so that, There's no fear of falling. You can always grab on and hold on to that piece of furniture. And once you feel confident, find a focal point ahead of you and bring the shoulder down and breathe. If you've done this before, you can try to extend the arms up like branches. It's up to you. Now, just avoid the knee. You don't have to do this. Just do what you can today. You can leave it here, just as long as it's below the knee, ankle, or toes all the way down. Those are your choices. And just focus on a point ahead of you. Find a focal point and breathe. Grabbing onto the floor with that foot. And let it go. Stretch. And let's go to the other side. Same thing. Finding that focal point and holding on with the foot. Same, and all right. It's a exercise that the more you do, the better you'll get at it. But it's great for balance. As we age also, we need to find more balance in our life. It's a little more challenging for the body as we age. Oops. And if you're more advanced, you can try to raise those arms in open branches. And down. So let's stretch. Good work. And we're going to go, last week I don't believe we did these, we're going to do some warrior pose. We're going to start into a warrior 2. So I'm going to bring the one foot to the side here. So just follow, if you're facing me, just follow, open to the same side that I'm opening. So this knee is open, and the knee is directly over the heel and bent. As I am extending the back leg, and this foot stays parallel. I'm going to bring it like this so you can see my feet. So that front heel intercepts the back arch, and we extend our arms and look over the front fingertips to the wall, keeping the shoulders down. This is a great pose. It's a great stretch. It brings strength into your legs. Now, if you have any knee pains at all, then I would come up a little bit. Just try not to go over this way. This is not good for the knees or anything. So it's better to come up a little bit if you have any issue. So at the same time, we bring that tummy in, always being conscious of our core in yoga, and we bring the tailbone in. Shoulders down, extending arms and looking ahead of on top of the fingers to the wall, aligning the arms and breathing. Strong, peaceful warrior. And we're going to turn the hand upward and go backward into a reverse warrior. Looking up to the sky. If this hurts any part of your body again, back or neck or shoulders, just bring that back arm around the waist and look over the shoulder to the back of the mat. That's an option, modification. And don't just, if you want to be in this position, don't go as far back if it hurts any part of your body. Trying to keep the knee bent though, not coming up all the way. And we're going to bring it back to the sides and reach forward again. Bring the hand up, palm up, bring that, bend the elbow, bring this arm gently onto the knee without dumping into it, but just a light hold. And then turning upward with the chest, we're gonna bring the arm up into a side angle pose. And now we're gonna do a flow. We're gonna go back into our reverse warrior and come down into our side angle pose. Looking up each time when we're in that side angle pose and when we're reversing. Just gentle. This is the only poses we're going to do up today, the warriors on each side, and then we'll go back for our gentle pose onto the mat, stretching. And coming back in warrior two, rise up from the knee, turn both feet parallel. And in between here, we're going to take a nice deep breath. And we're going to exhale down, keeping the legs wide open. And if you need a block here to bring your fingertips, or you can bring your stance a little wider and bend your knees. And then bring the hands down, head down. And we're going to do a halfway stretch in this pose. So we're just going to come up on the fingertips and stretch that spine forward, head, crown of the head straight forward. Inhaling and exhaling down. Again, inhaling, halfway stretch, and exhaling down. And coming back up gently, we're going to turn to the other side in our warrior pose. So the back foot is parallel, facing front, and our front foot is, knee is bent and knee is over heel, facing to the wall, extending our arms and looking over those fingertips. In our warrior two pose. Aligning the arms, breathing. Feeling the strength of our back leg holding us up. And not sinking into the waist, but lifting from the waist, lifting the chest in a warrior two. And extending forward, taking a breath, turning the hand. Reversing the warrior. Again, here you have that option to bring that back arm alongside the waist and look over the shoulders to the wall, to the floor, the mat. That's your option. Making sure we're not coming up all the way from the leg, keeping it bent, and breathing. And moving from that, we're going to go into our side angle pose. So, light hold on that knee, palm up, chest up, arm overhead, and looking up towards the ceiling or the sky if you're outside. It's a nice day today to be outside. Light hold on that knee so we're not dumping into it, so that our legs are holding us up. And slowly come back, and we're going to go into our flow from reverse to side angle. Exhaling into side angle, inhaling into reverse. I apologize for the music. I had no idea it was that loud. I guess now I'm realizing it was loud. Hopefully you were able to follow. And reversing. And exhaling. One more time. Coming down to side angle. And coming back to warrior two. Straightening the leg, bringing both feet parallel again. And all down. Exhaling. Inhaling, halfway stretch again, coming up onto those fingertips. Straightening the chest forward, crown of the head. Exhaling down. One more time. Exhaling. Bringing the feet a little bit together, inching them maybe to the edge, not too, still keeping them apart. Let's come up from the waist. Leading those arms to drag alongside the leg and coming back up. The last standing pose today, we're going to do a temple pose. So we're going to bring our feet open to the sides, like a second position in dance, ballet. And bringing our hands together in prayer, we're going to bend the knees and just bring that tailbone under, nice straight chest, and bringing the hands together and breathing. Knees are over heels again. Now, just do what you can. If it's all you can do here, as long as those knees keep being over those heels, just stay here. If you want to do a little more, just come down as far as you can without hurting those knees. As long as you push them open, you're good. Breathing. We're going to come up gently, inhale, and exhale, elbows to side. And again, inhaling, stretching, exhaling, inhaling. Look up each time you inhale, arms up and exhale. One last time. All right. We're going to bring those feet closer together, inching them together. Inhale up. Exhale all the way down. Placing our fingers down. I'm going to go to the side here. Let's grab the back of the legs, the calves with our hands, and bring our head closer to our legs. You can keep those knees slightly bent. This is a nice stretch for your back of the legs. And then placing the hands down, let's bring those knees down one at a time. And stretch back in child pose or puppy pose. Looking towards your hands, just bring your hands forward, elbows down, extend your leg back and come down to the tummy into Sphinx pose. This feels good on the back. Low back, looking straight ahead, pushing your shoulders away from the ears. And let's come all the way down. Here we're going to do a little swimming. So we're going to extend one arm forward and do the same thing with the opposite leg. Both arms are outstretched front, but one arm will reach with the right arm forward and then reach with the left leg back. So the opposite. You're stretching the left leg towards the back wall and the right arm towards the front. Head down. And stretch the other side. Same thing, opposite. And keep switching. Looking down to the mat. From side to side. At your own pace again. Inhaling. Into the stretch, exhaling as you switch. So you can feel the stretch here getting longer. Limbs getting longer. Back and forth. And then we're going to stop. We're going to bring those stacked hands under our chin, elbows to side, and rest our head to the side. On top of our hands, stack hands. And I'm going to adjust so you can see it a bit better since we're going to be on the floor from now on. All right. Now we're going to do a half bow pose. So let's bring our left hand, raising the chest up, head up. Bring your left hand right under your chin. Elbow is parallel to the hand. And opposite, bending the opposite leg, bending the right knee, and bringing that foot in. You're going to reach with the right arm, circle the right ankle, and bring it in, looking down. So that we're really feeling a stretch into the quad. Keep the left foot with toe pointed towards the back. And breathe, looking to the top of the mat maybe. And let it go. Rest. And let's do the same thing on the other side. Leaving the right hand under the chin and elbow to side. Reaching with the left arm, left hand, bending that left leg and bringing, circling the ankle, bring that foot in towards the hip. Breathing into it. And let go. Let's rest, maybe leaving that, turning the head to the other side, this time on the hands. And let's rest for a couple breaths. And let's bring our hands here on either side of the chest with pointed elbows back. Lift ourselves up and coming to our knees and hands first. And then gently bring the hands to your thighs and lift the chest up. So here we're going to do camel, but we're going to start with what we're going to do. We're not going to do a full camel unless you feel like you want to do it, but we're going to start with a half camel and a back, then we'll finish with a back bend. So for a half camel, I'm going to bring my toes under and lift the right arm up, and you can see I'm bending here into an arc, and I'm going to reach my fingertips to the right, to the heel, as I bring the left arm straight up to the sky. So lift that arm up and look up. So this is a half camel. Looking up towards the fingertips again. And slowly let go and bring yourself up. And we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Bring that left arm up and back, reaching the fingertips to the heel, and then lifting the right arm straight up, looking up. Breathing into it. And slowly Let go. Bring the fists, both fists into the low back, elbows pointing back, and just keep arching back and look up. It's a very subtle back bend. If you want to, you can place those feet down now and relax those toes and bend back. And then gently, keeping the fist there, slowly come up. Ooh, that feels good. Let go and sit again into either puppy pose or all the way back into child pose. So it feels good to bend the back the other way now after doing those camel and back bend. And exhale into it. All right, you're gonna come up gently, hero pose, and then bringing the knees to one side and hips to the other. We're gonna extend those legs forward in Tadasana. Let's start using that strap. We're gonna do quite a few leg stretches today. So I'm gonna let you find your strap. Or bend. And we're going to pass it, the strap or the band, under the sole of the feet, right by the ball of the foot. And we're going to bring it together here, placing the hands, and then gently. So this is great with the band or the strap because instead of just coming down like this, we're just going to walk our hands down that band as we bring the back down, but we're rising from the waist, so we're going up and over the toes, keeping a nice straight back. This band strap helps a lot for that. Just coming down as far as we can without forcing anything, breathing into it. It's a nice, you can feel the back of the leg, feels good, good stretch. And slowly come back up. And for the next stretch, I will face you because it will make it easier to see. So you can be on your long side of your mat. And we're keeping our feet flexed and active. I'm going to bring, so you can mirror me if you're facing me. I am going to go onto the your left leg and bring the band under. And same thing, walking down, grabbing until I can really stretch that back nice and straight, no collapsing down or running back. Just trying to get up and over those toes. Let's inhale and exhale, because when you bring that air out of your belly, you see that you create a little more space on the exhale and you can come down a little bit more. So again, inhale, come up. Exhale, walk it down. Let the air out. Slowly walk it back. And here I'm going to keep my hand here up, grab the strap, bring the arm inside the leg, turn the chest the opposite way, then bring my left, the opposite arm, it might be your right arm if you're facing me, to overhead and leaning into the leg, keeping a hold of that strap, which also reminds me to keep those feet nice and flat and active. And slowly come up. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So, facing that leg, walking it down, keeping the other foot nice and flexed, and bring myself down, just stretching up and over the toes. Great for your back, great for your legs. Breathing. So let's come up, inhaling, exhaling, let the air out and bring yourself down a little more. And again, come up, inhale, and exhale. And slowly bring that hand, arm inside, the palm up, grab the strap or the band, turn up, arm up and overhead. And slowly come up. All right. Now we're going to do a series of leg stretches on our back. So slowly come up, come on to bring your hips under and slowly come all the way down to the mat. Extend the legs. So let's regroup here a little bit. Adjusting again the body to the mat, shoulders, back, low back. Everything is all the way down, sinking into the earth. We're going to bring the knees up, so feet under. And then we're going to bring that strap or band. Bring the knees up, pass the strap or band under the feet and raise them all the way up. And stretch. Bring, so we're trying to bring those feet up and towards our chest at the same time. Then I'm going to take that left foot out and bring it down. Keeping the knee bent and the foot down as I stretch that right leg again. All right, now I'm going to bring that, extend the left leg down onto the heel, all the way down. And then bring the strap to the right hand or bend. Extend the left arm to the side, to the left side. And then we're going to open that leg to the right, slowly. Go as far down as your body will let you. Do not force anything. This is a very nice opening here for the inner thigh, the hip. Just breathe into it. And also, if you have a block or a pillow or a blanket, you can also place it under, so you could just rest the foot onto it. Making sure your left shoulder is down to the mat. You're looking up. Straight up to the ceiling. Inhaling, let's bring it up slowly. All the way up to the sky. And stretch it here. Up and back and towards the chest. Then extending the right arm to the side. We're going to cross that leg, that right leg over to the left leg. Now that left leg is nicely extended and the heel on the heel. And we're looking towards the right as the right leg is going to the left. Looking to the opposite side. This is great on your hip again, all down the thigh. I'm sure you can feel it in the side. Breathing into it. And slowly inhale and bring it up. Stretch it a little bit. And now I'm going to bring the left foot into it, keeping the right in as well. Stretch it a little bit here, both legs, up and over. And then let's take that right foot out, keeping the knee bent and placing the foot down. Stretch the left leg up and over. Feeling a nice stretch in the back of the thigh, the knee, the calf. Extending the right leg down to the mat, heel down, foot flex. Let's transfer that strap or band to the left hand. Extend the right arm to the side, and let's have that left leg fall to the side gently. As far as you can, without forcing anything. Without lifting shoulders off the mat or hips. Everything stays centered. Only the leg is opening. Breathing into it. And slowly inhale, bring it up. Slow. And transferring it to both hands. Stretch it here again. Then bring the band or strap to the right hand. Extend the left arm to the side. Cross that left leg to the right, over the right leg, as far down as you can, and look towards the other way. The important thing is to keep both shoulders down to the mat. Slowly bring it back up. Stretch it here again. Bring the other foot in. Let's do a happy baby. So bend the knees, extend the feet inside the strap. Or bend and just sway side to side. And then take the strap out, there you go, bring the feet down. We're gonna do one more stretch here, and then we're going to our rest pose for 5 minutes. So let's adjust the back down. Keeping those knees up, we're gonna bring the right ankle, open the knee to the side and rest the right ankle on top of the left knee. Opening the knee to the side. Now push with the right hand into that knee, opening it a little more. Now, if this is enough for you, you can just stay here and do that. Just keep opening by pushing gently into the knee. If you want a little more, we're gonna lift that left foot off the mat. Reach behind and interlace our finger and bring that knee towards the chest as we keep that right elbow, pushing that right knee open. Into eye of the needle. So you can feel that hip again opening. And gently let it go. Bring that knee, that foot down. Uncross the leg, place the foot down, and we're gonna go to the other side. Left ankle on top of the right knee. Pushing open with the left hand to the left knee, inside of the left knee, opening that hip. Applying a little pressure there. And again, you can stay here and keep doing that, or if you want more, lift that right foot off the mat, reach behind the left right knee, and bring that leg in, keeping the shoulders down, and all the while pushing that left elbow into the left knee, opening it a little more. You can flex that right foot. And breathing. Feeling a nice opening into that hip, stretching the quad. And slowly breathe down. And on cross, bring both feet down. Let's ease into our Shavasana by doing our butterfly, reclining butterfly. So let's bring the sole of the feet together. And if you need to adjust the back down to the mat again, opening the knee to the side, arms to the side, palms up. Close your eyes. And just for a couple of breaths, let's bring the left hand onto the heart and the right hand onto the belly, elbows to side. We're going to take a deep breath and fill into the hands. The belly will just expand into your hands. Inhaling and exhaling. Feeling now the belly contract into the spine. One more breath. Bring the belly into the hands, feeling and contracting into the spine in the exhale. I'm going to give you an option today for your Shavasana. I think this is a great way of doing it. You can either do it the way we did last week with the feet flopping to the side, arms comfortably apart from the body, as we started it today. Or I'm going to do it here against the door. I'm bringing my hips all the way to the door, to the wall. And then once my hips are touching there, I'm going to turn and bring my legs up to the wall. And then my hips are touching here, touching the wall. And the legs are nice straight. And you can bring your arms to the side and relax. And if you don't want to hold it for the whole 5 minutes like that, you can, then slip into your rest pose. But it's excellent and it's good for your circulation and everything. So you can try it if you wish. So now I'm going to raise the music a little bit. And, oops, wrong. Close your eyes and we're going to start doing our Shavasana. We're going to ban all thoughts from our mind. Just taking it easy today. Maybe picturing ourselves on the beach on a warm day in the warm sand. And listening to the waves crashing onto the shore. And letting go of all tension and all thoughts. Just enjoy this time that you've earned today. letting go of all tension, enjoying the sound of the waves. Each part of the body, each muscle, letting go. Just concentrating on the breathing, on the breath. You can start wiggling your toes, stretching your toes to the front of the room. As you bring your arms up and overhead, give yourself a deep, long stretch. And when you're ready, gently, slowly bring your arms in and your knees in and turn to your left side into a fetal pose. And when you're ready again, gently, slowly bring yourself up to seating. And if you'd like to stay for the thought of the day, let's have a deep breath, inhaling, exhaling. And I will read the thought of March 11. What most of us want is to be heard, to communicate. Today I remember that others need my comfort and willingness to listen just as much as I need theirs. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you all, and I hope you have a fabulous rest of day, evening. Namaste.